Hello, learners, and welcome to another week at CPDLF. We're on week 27, and we're going to be completing assignments 8.23, 8.24, 9.1, 9.3, and 9.4. Okay, 8.23 and 8.24 is just wrapping up. There's a review and then the test for Unit 8. Okay, so it's called Monumental Changes. So if you need any help, please reach out to me. And then we're starting Unit 9. Okay, which is turmoil at home and abroad. And we're going to start learning about Nixon, his domestic policies. We're going to be learning about some tough foreign policies. So we're looking in the United States, outside the United States, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the economy, which is what people are always highly interested in. What's happening to the economy? Is our money in good standing? Is there high inflation? Can I get a good interest loan? The 70s were really rough for people. My parents were buying a house in the 70s, and right now interest rates are like 4% or something. I think they paid 12%. My dad said the interest rates just kept going up. But if you had a lot of money and you didn't need to buy a house, people were buying all these savings bonds and different things and CDs. And, they were, with the CDs, they were getting huge interest rates. So people who had money in the 70s were making out huge. People who didn't have money and needed, they were first-time home buyers and things like that. And it was rough. My dad said, we had to get in because I think interest rates went up to like 18 or 19%, which if you're taking out a house loan, that is a ton of interest. Okay, and something else that happened in the 70s was the problem with getting gasoline. There was a gasoline shortage, and my dad talked about that as well. He'd seen people stand in long lines. They'd actually run out of gas when they were in these lines. So I found this video here. So hopefully it works. Let's give it a try here. Possibly. Okay. Let's see.
We interrupt your video to bring you a Geico message.
Gotta love those Geico savings.
Sorry, I got a little commercial here.
We interrupt this message to bring you another Geico message.
Geico can help you with homeowners insurance, too.
I call that a hole in
We
one.
interrupt this message to bring you our logo.
The energy crisis, which has been going on all decade, only gets worse with Middle Eastern turmoil.
Californians sat fuming in their cars, waiting impatiently in long lines, wondering who and what had put them there. Somehow, there wasn't enough gasoline to go around. But prices rose elsewhere, and lines began forming, and Americans began realizing that California was not unique. California was first.
People in this country always worry about the price of gas, but this was worried about the availability of gas.
While the oil producers were getting ready for another price increase, the oil consumers were beginning to meet in Japan. President Carter's state visit began today.
Is there anything immediate you can do to reduce the gas lines in the United States?
My information is that in the next few weeks, hopefully sooner, there will be an increase in supply of gasoline to the affected areas.
I think it's phony. I think they're trying to get the prices jacked up. That's my personal opinion.
What was once a distant foreign policy issue has become a domestic issue.
A truck strike has driven food prices upward, slowed industry, and resulted in violence. The bloodiest episode in Levittown, Pennsylvania. 32 people were injured when motorists joined the truckers in protesting the fuel shortage.
The crowd of 2,000 to 3,000, mostly young teenagers, packed the intersection, and then it turned violent.
This is Levittown, Pennsylvania. This is the perfect quintessential symbol of Middle America. And Middle America is in torment about the gas crisis.
Sunday, July 1st. Because of the gas lines, President Carter flies straight home from the Tokyo Economic Summit and announces a television speech to the nation Thursday. Then to Camp David by helicopter, presumably to work on that energy speech. But then, a sudden change. The energy speech is canceled with no explanation. Critics speak of indecision.
Okay, so hopefully you learned a little bit about the oil shortage in the 70s. Like I said, I remember my parents talking about, my dad talking about it, the prices of everything just skyrocketing, people not being prepared, not having enough gas, not having enough money to pay for the gas. The gas prices went up like 40%. So let's put that into today's sort of standards here. Gas is around $3 a gallon around here. That would be, going up to about $5 a gallon if you're even able to get it. Waiting in long lines. We take it for granted that we could go to Sheetz or anywhere else and get gas pretty quickly, where you're not waiting in lines, not paying 40% more in the course of 1 year, going from $3 to $5. So that's a lot, and the situation was made worse through some other stuff that you're going to read about in the unit. Okay, so if you have any questions, reach out to me. But you're doing 8.23, 8.24, 9.1, 9.3, and 9.4. Okay, have a great week. Thanks. Bye.